Hola, hola. Let me go ahead and adjust the settings. Live chat is on. I think we're good to go. Let me bring this in a little bit more. Okay. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a YouTube video, but I don't feel like uploading it and then wait for it to upload and all that. So I'm like, I'm going to go live, interact with my fam a little bit. Oops. And we'll go from there. Hi. Hello, darlings. This is a little, there you go. How are they doing? Okay, guys, so we're going to do a check-in to see what comes through. We gonna tap in, and whatever comes out, comes out. We're going to be using several decks, okay, in today's reading. Just put this aside here. Okay, so first I'm going to start by pulling cards from my tarot deck. Okay, and this is going to be from my OPIUM Twin Flame Tarot. All right, y'all can find this in my Etsy shop. Link is down below. Also, as we are shuffling, I do want you guys to know that I did make price adjustments to my services, okay? I gave myself a raise because Spirit was like, it's time, it's time. So it's nothing major or anything. It's just, you know, gave myself a little raise. So if you guys want to book a personal, everything is down below, okay? And if it doesn't show up for some reason, you can always inbox me on social media or email me and I'll let you know. Okay, mis amores. All right, let's get started. So what do we have? What do we have for my YouTube collective? Oh my God. That's a whole chunk. I think we're going to take it. I think we're going to take it, folks. Wow, look at the two tens back to back. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Someone could be either stressed out that you're going to be happy with somebody else, a twin flame, or it could be the worst is behind y'all and y'all going to come together. Either or. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yes, look at that. Getting back together again. You see that? Y'all see that? Back together again. Somebody here is going to get back together again with their person. Hi, Tiffy. We are doing whatever the fuck comes out. In regards to love. Okay, so we have getting back together again. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, look at, I love how the man is on his knees and she's just like over him, like, bow down. You know what I mean? Like, bow down. Anyways, I love that shit. And the fact that he's bald cracks me up, makes me laugh. Anyways. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the Seven of Pentacles. Something that took very long motherfucking time. A prolonged passion is what I'm hearing. We have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Princess of Pentacles. Okay? I feel like when you and this person, whoever it is, that your twin flame, your lover, whatever you want to call them, I feel like I'm picking up 50 Shades of Grey type of energy. Like the sex was amazing. The sex was great. Like this person really knew how to make you come. They knew how to just bring out that side of you that you just became naked for them, you know, inside and out. someone that you have been disconnected with for a very long time, I feel is going to come back. But I'm hearing you better act right. You better come to me correctly or don't fucking come at all. And that's that Queen of Swords energy, which is why the man here is, look at that. He's bowing down. It's kind of, I feel like whatever he has in his mouth, a letter, it looks kind of like a contract. You're going to obey what I tell you, right? And so it's like, I know when I come back, I'm going to submit myself to you. There's not going to be anybody else, no karmics, no exes, no nothing. I'm going to be all yours. And so this is what this feminine, the strong feminine has demanded upon this masculine. And yeah, it could have taken a very fucking long time, 7 of Pentacles. And during this waiting period, you had no choice but to work on yourself, right? Some of you may or may not have dated around. Maybe you had a little, oh, maybe this person could be it, but then they didn't end up being it. It ended up being a flop. And no matter what, it's like somehow this person just kept popping back up in your head. Or you definitely kept popping up in their head. So I feel like this masculine, because he's in the 10 of Swords energy, because in this deck, there's 2 10 of Swords. There's a male 10 of Swords and there's a female 10 of Swords. And I did it like that on purpose. And it's funny because in both of them, the female, her head's back too. And she's like smoking and shit. And here, his head's back. He's just feeling defeated, like tired. He's had enough, you know. It's kind of like, I feel like this masculine is tired of his own shit. It's like he's tired of his own suppressing his own emotions, tired of fighting against his own feelings. It's like this war against his own damn self. I'm hearing, what the fuck are you doing? But he's saying that to himself. Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing this to yourself? From this masculine, like his energy, because it was just too much for you, right? It became too much for you, and thinking what could possibly be and fantasizing, and what you wanted from this connection never came around. So you really had to train yourself to detach and move your energy somewhere else. And because of that, I feel like that's why this masculine has been highly been thinking about you and stressed out. 6 of Wands. See, attention somewhere else, and 6 of Wands. So you, feminine, your attention is somewhere else, and his attention is now on you. You see how that works? Because he's been noticing you. He's been like researching you, looking you up, wondering what you've been up to. It's kind of like he's admiring what you've been working on in a way, or what you've been doing with your life, how far you've come. I'm sensing you are a little bit more stronger than you used to be. Well, I shouldn't say a little bit. I feel like it's a lot more stronger than you used to be. Knight of Cups. Ooh, damn. Knight of Cups here, is that a apology perhaps? But I'm picking more up of like them hitting you up saying like, oh, hey, I miss you. What's up? How have you been? I want to see you. And then they're asking you about your kids, if you have kids. I'm also picking up this person, whenever they drink a lot too, they get in their feels and think very highly of you. I'm telling you, I feel like this DM is tired of their own shit. King of Cups. Look, it's like they're in deep thought. King of Cups is in his motherfucking feelings. We just left Scorpio season 2, so we just left Scorpio season. Sorry, that glare is getting on my nerves. And this DM has been really thinking about, you know what, the last time I was really happy is when I was with my divine feminine. They don't even know that you are a divine feminine. Probably don't even know what that even is. But just thinking the last time they were happy was with you. The High Priestess. Feminines have been suppressing a lot of emotions, but I feel like the last time you spoke with them, you kind of gave them a piece of your mind. Maybe a little attitude came out. You gave them a piece of mind. Very cutthroat, very like frank, very just blunt, just like the Queen of Swords here. And I feel like they could be a little afraid of that. That's why they know they can't just offer you any crumbs now, like before. They have to come correct or don't come at all. And you energetically feel them. Like you could feel them coming in. You can feel them wanting to reach out. And you can feel them wanting to reach out and then suppressing themselves and then pulling back. You feel all of that. Like, oh man, I feel their energy so intensely today, but nothing happened. It's because they were about to do something or say something, but they stopped themselves because they thought about what you said, your attitude. They know if they get started with you, it has to be it. That's it. Or don't fuck with me at all type of energy. And they know that. It's like, so they're afraid of that a little bit. See, we have the Sun card here. Feminines, you could be a lot more happier, actually, right? They see you as a lot more happier. They're hoping that you're a lot more happier. It's like they wish you happiness, but they also wish that you don't move on and be happy with anybody else. It's a little selfish, but I feel like deep down inside, that's a little something that they are feeling. It's like, oh, I wish you happiness, but I also don't want to see that shit. Especially if there's another person involved, you know? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're focusing on your money, your hustle, your house, your home, your stability, your structure, building your empire, right? Your attention is somewhere else. You're trying your best to succeed with the Six of Wands here, and then the Queen of Pentacles is like you find happiness, you find comfort in building yourself. So this person knows that you ain't got time to fuck around. You ain't got time to be playing bullshit, you know, fucking slinky shit, you know? And it's funny because I feel like they don't even know how to talk to you anymore. It's very, and when they do try to talk to you, it's very locker room, high school shit. And so sometimes they feel embarrassed because it's like you call them out on some things, and now they're like, you know what, I'm not gonna say anything anymore. Queen of Swords energy. Oh my God, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. So listen, while you are busy building your empire and focusing on you and your home and all that, I feel like this person's doing the same because you are low-key admiring them. See, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. This is you, look, minding your own damn business, making things happen for you, happy being single, happy with the way things are going. Yes, you get sad. Yes, you get depressive. Yes, you might cry yourself to sleep a little bit and wake up fucking with a damn attitude most of the time. But still, you prefer it to be like that, you know. Even if other men try to talk to you, like you'll get excited at first and then you get annoyed and then shut them down. Then another one comes along, you get excited and then you get annoyed and then you shut them down. And then you wonder and ask yourself, fuck, am I the problem? And then you shake that thought off and say, nah. What a motherfucking roller coaster ride, right? So because these DMs are seeing you do you, and like they're admired by that, you know, I feel like they're gonna want to come through once they try to get on that same frequency and level, because we have the Wheel of Fortune here, which we have both masculine and feminine on this card. It kind of looks like they're sitting at a table. I don't know why I always see this photo and I get airplane vibes. Like I feel like they're just two boss bitches, you know, two boss couples traveling together and building and making things happen. I feel like this is the change that you want with them. And so they know it might take a while for them to get to that level or whatever. Or you can even do it together and help each other grow. But they know they're going to take, they want to take their time, right? They could be taking their time, and maybe that's why you're like, oh my God, it's taking so long, Seven of Pentacles. But guess what? Good things take time, right? To marinate. Just like when you make candles, you got to cure that shit. You want the best out of it, you got to cure that shit, right? Your man is being cured right now. Your man is curing in a fucking glass right now. So, and so I feel like these changes in the future that happen for you guys will be a lot more mature, a lot more different. It ain't gonna be the same as it was. I feel like it'll be better, not in a way where it's like, oh my God, it's such a fairy tale. No, not that type of better. I feel like it's gonna be better where it's like you're more mature, you're more experienced, you know what you don't want, you know what you don't want to fucking go through anymore. And so that becomes the change, you know? Okay. Oh, so let's put this aside. I'm going to use my Divinely Connected deck. Give that a cleanse. Let's see what comes through. What message does your person have for you? Oh man, I'm only taking the one that flipped over. Apparently they have a lot to say, right? I always say that every time a bunch of cards come out. They have a lot to say. What does your person have to say to you? I'm ready to give you the answers that you've been constantly over analyzing about, bitch. Remember we had the Knight of Cups? Y'all remember the Knight of Cups that we pulled? That's this right here. And look, it's a masculine looking out into the fucking ocean, thinking, right? It's like, okay, now I'm ready to come and give you the answers you've been constantly over analyzing about. But you can't tell me you sit there and you don't fucking over analyze about shit, right? Damn, ain't that on point? Take a sip. Drinking my watermelon water. Okay. Let's see what else comes through. Oh, that was a horrible shuffle. That was really funky. All right, here we go. What else do we have? Anything you want to tell them? What else do they want to tell you? What does Spirit want you to know about this connection? It says our higher selves are looking down and laughing at us. You know what? I always think about that too. I always think about like our higher selves on another frequency, on another dimension that knows that this dimension exists, right? It's like they're looking down upon us laughing like, haha, I remember this face, look at you, you little peasant, you were all sad in your fucking head and shit, and I was over here thinking about you, and you know, we were like weak as fuck and this and that. Like, I feel like this is what's going on. Like, your guys' higher selves are seeing this connection like in a more fantasy like way, and that's what you truly want. But then in reality now it's like it's nothing like that, but that's what you want. I don't know, it just feels funny. It feels funny. 5D baby. Give me babies, lots of babies. I want to raise a big family with you. Oh, someone is bound to get pregnant. But I feel like if for the okay, but for I'm also feeling like for those that can't have any more kids anymore because you're tired, you fixed yourself or whatever, you stage yourself or they injured themselves. I don't know. Let's put it in those terms. I feel like obviously spirit babies can come in the form of grandchildren. You know what I mean? Something that you guys will share that has to do with babies and innocence, and you know, maybe even pets. Okay, that could have a, you know, that could be in reference to give me babies, lots of babies. I want puppies, lots of puppies. I'm just kidding. All right, what do we have? Don't always expect me to be the same as I once was. Remember, we constantly change. And you know, that's a lot of feminines get very fixated on the old feeling, right? Because the old feeling in the beginning, how it once was like, oh, I miss how things used to be. And although you miss it, it's never going to be like that ever again. And as soon as you like embrace the change and allow the new to come in so that you can create new memories with the new evolved energy, things will start to shift and change for you. Okay, not in a way where you're like, oh my God, you're gonna have instant union with them when that happens. Although it does sometimes when it's your time. But I'm saying like it'll be much more different in a way, like I said, much more mature and much more, I guess, on a whole new frequency. It could be more sillier, more romantic. It could be more 50 Shades of Grey. It could be more Tina Turner and Ike. No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully that's not it. But you know what I mean. You get what I mean, though. Okay, let's see what else. You never know. We could be a Tommy Mottola Mariah Carey situation, a Mariah and Nick situation. It could be a fucking Cardi B and Offset situation. It could be anything. One phase you're like the fucking Virgin Mary and whoever the Virgin Mary was with. I forgot. And then the next minute you're like fucking Cardi B and Offset. You just never know what life can bring, right? Here says, my beloved, if I ever find you while you are taken by another and you are happy together, don't ever feel any regrets. There will be other lifetimes for us to share as we have always been. Okay? Since you have always been together in different lifetimes, lifetime after lifetime, whether it was they were your lover because they lived right next door to you once upon a time, or you found love with your fucking, I don't know, far away cousin and you guys didn't see each other as cousins. I don't know, it could be different in different lifetimes, you know what I mean? But you're in each other's lives somehow in every lifetime. I was looking for you and others, but I was never satisfied. And that usually happens. That happens for both feminine and masculine, right? I was looking for you and others, but I was never completely satisfied. I moved on. I tried to move on. I wanted to move on from you. I don't want to have you on my mind anymore. I'm mad because you're still on my mind. I'm mad because my heart still longs for you. I still desire you, and I don't fucking want to because my pride and ego gets fucking mad and triggered. But it's like the heart wants what it wants, just like Selena Gomez sings, right? Okay, what else? Oh, there's two. Sneaky. It says, I will support happy and seeking deeper meaning. Okay, so some of you guys, you wanted a deeper connection with your person, and either you weren't ready or they weren't ready, so somebody had to part ways because you're like, you know what, you're wasting my time, this isn't healthy for me. And so the other person has to come to that understanding of, you know what, I will support whatever makes you happy, whether that's getting married with someone else and having a baby and, doing your thing. Yes, I will support that and be happy for you. But yes, it's going to kill me because fuck, I was stupid, or I wasn't ready, or I let that shit go. It's different for everyone. Then here it says, I talk to the stars about you. And look, it's the masculine. I'm getting a vision of a masculine like around a bonfire, staring into the fire and thinking about you. And I also see a masculine like laying on his back, like in back of his car or in his truck, looking up at the night sky and thinking of you. I see something like that too. And I also see a masculine on a farm, something about a farm, or he owns acres, someone who owns land or acres, like they're looking up at the sky, they have the best view of the stars, especially if they live in the middle of the boonies, right? All right, what else do we have here? Spirit needs you to trust the journey, even if you and your person don't understand it quite yet, due to the hardships within the connection. That's true, right? It's like, yes, a lot of people have lost hope because nothing's changing, shifting. In fact, for some, it's even getting worse. And so that's why you're like, nope, it's done, it's dead, it's whatever. And then something gets resurrected. right? Ooh, the resurrection of twin flames. Maybe that should change the name of this shit. The resurrection of twin flames. Um, or should I say soul connections? The resurrection of soul connections. Coming back together, coming back to life and to union. Like your old self had to die off, right? Completely die off. It may have stretched for a very long fucking time. It had to die out, right? So that something new can be resurrected. What is this? If you find this message when I'm in my low vibrational energy, just know I'm growing and I love you. Look at that. And that's from him to you, you to him, because there's a couple on here. You see that? So if you find this or they find this, right? Whoever's in low vibrational energy right now, it just means that a part of them is dying off and they're having a hard time adjusting to the new energy. Yeah, that shit's gonna get you in a bad mood. Look at how the fucking moon affects us, right? Especially when we're on our monthly. Look at how that shit makes us turn into Linda fucking Blair. Can you imagine what masculines go through when they're going through some type of shift and change? They're gonna be grouchy as fuck. They're not going to be around anybody. They're not going to understand this connection. In fact, they might not want anything to do with you too. I heard it in here somewhere. Like somewhere over there. Duh.
I was tripping.
I was like, what the hell is that? I was like, is Tinkerbell coming in from another dimension? Okay. Just kidding. All right, here we go. Neither one of us knew what we were missing until we found each other. But why do I hear the words again after that? Neither one of us knew what we were missing until we found each other again. Interesting. Omnipresent kind of love. Look at that. Neither here nor there. Interesting. Okay, well, all right. Let's move on from that. I'm going to pull some expressions of the heart. If I can find it. Where is it? Here it is. So I'm going to pull some expressions of the heart. You can also find this in my Etsy. All right, here we go. I've been having this gut feeling lately that if I don't open up and give you closure, I will end up losing you forever. You see, this links up to the other card. I'm ready to come, give you clarity on what you've been overanalyzing about. That's connected to this. He has this huge gut feeling that if they don't come in and give you closure or open up or say something, that they will lose you forever. And that could be that you are on the verge of major change. Either moving, relocating, getting engaged with someone, meeting someone else. It's like Spirit's preparing them. Listen, your time's running out, dude. Major changes are coming for your feminine or masculine, depending who's watching, right? You better make a move. That's why you get those gut instincts and feelings to need to do something before time runs out. Interesting. TikTok, motherfucker. I understand if you don't trust me. I'm still learning how to fucking trust myself. So this person knows that you have a hard time trusting them, right? Especially when they come in wanting to talk to you, especially out of the blue or whatever, if they do that. And you're just like, okay, what do you want? What do you want? Why are you talking to me? Why are you here again? Did you not get what I told you? Like, you're still with your karmic. You're still fucking there. Why? What the fuck? You could be like a complete fucking bitch to them and they'll still be like, I just want to see how you're doing. What does that tell you? You see, they're still fighting against that shit. And a part of them, yes, they still want to be part of your life, which is why they do that. But a lot of feminines have a hard time, except they don't want to They don't want to do that because it's not because you don't want to, it's because it's too hard on you. It's too much. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're doing it for your peace of mind to stay sane. And you're looking out for your heart because you don't want to get super balls deep into the connection again and nothing happens and you fall more in love and you want to grow with them and have a family and they're still with the karmic or they're still fucking stuck in old ways or whatever. That shit sucks. Okay, so here it says, I am a complicated man. Oh my God. I am a complicated man. It's going to take a tough woman to put up with me. Not because I am toxic, but because I am a fucking wreck. You see that shit? You see that shit? And that is why no matter what, even if you're in the Queen of Swords energy, they still come forward. Like, damn, I could tell this dude to fuck off and he still comes back. Because he loves that about you. That you're frank, that you're honest, that you're in your raw energy, and they can understand why you're pissed. They can understand why you're upset with them. Because they see that tough, they see the strength in you that they lack, that they are missing. They're a complicated wreck, and they know you put them in their motherfucking place, and that's what they need. Man. Okay, there are some days when I feel like we are a couple living together and it makes me feel like something serious is about to happen. You know, I get this a lot from a lot of feminines that get readings from me. Like, oh, there's times where I like, you know, I wake up in the morning and I just feel their energy so much. And I visualize me cooking with them as if they're in the kitchen with me. I smell their fragrance, you know, their cologne, or when I'm driving and think of them, it's like they're right next to me. It feels like we're spiritually married and that they're here with me. And it makes me feel like that's going to happen. Like if we were being prepared, like living your life as if you were living it with them, actually manifest that. So I hear that a lot from my feminines, like, damn, why does that happen? And I feel like it's them showing you, you know, what could happen in the future, what's to come, or giving you a little glimpse of the feeling of it. Or it could be that you're feeling and picking up the higher versions of you guys in another dimension, actually living through that because you thought about it. So therefore it's a living mechanism or whatever in another fucking dimension that's actually happening. And so thoughts become things. So therefore when you feel it, it ends up manifesting. And then later on, when you live with them and it does happen, you get deja vus, like, holy shit, I felt this happen before. I knew this happened already. And it's like, yeah, in your head, you manifested it. And because now you're living it, it's like creating some type of fucking, I don't know how to fucking call it, okay? But it just creates some shit. So here it says, I don't mean to confuse you with my hot and cold behaviors. I just wake up every day with a different perspective. You know, and sometimes, yeah, that could be a little confusing, right? But there's a lot of people where 1 minute they're like all in, they want this, they want that. And then the next minute, it's like they wake up and they're like, I'm not feeling that anymore. I did yesterday, but today it's a whole new vibe. I don't know now. So that is why you get that in and out hot and cold behavior. Hold on, let me close my door. Especially if they're a Gemini, right? All right. What did it say? We had a week where he was here and he did so good till he felt like bringing a girl over and kissing her in front of you. What? That's traumatizing, especially when you're in love with someone and they're right in front of you and it feels like a betrayal. You know what I mean? So, goddamn, I can only imagine how that felt. Okay, what do we have? Unless they were trying to make you jealous or get a reaction from you. In that case, burn the bitch down! No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. low key. Okay, it says, whenever I get frustrated not being able to express myself to you, I write things down, overthink like a motherfucker, and release the tension by ripping it all up. Okay, so that's the feeling that I get. Look, when they can't express themselves, it's too hard. Oh, it's too fucking hard, right? Apparently speaking or words are too hard to say, apparently, for a masculine or a feminine, whoever. I'm not saying that there aren't, because it is sometimes hard, but it just feels like, fuck, I just blanked out. Maybe that's the message. I just feel, and then boom, I don't remember what I was gonna say. I blanked the fuck out. So it's like they have all this shit to say. They are getting ready to say it, and then they space off, or they just don't end up saying it anymore. And maybe that's why, like I said, when there's times where you feel them intensely, like, oh, I feel their energy, I feel like they're gonna reach out or come back soon, because I just feel them so much. I've been dreaming of them, and that's because of this. They're at the peak, or at the verge of like hitting you up or writing you, because they're thinking of you, wanting to express to you energetically or physically, and then blank, nothing. Fuck. Okay, here we go. And in front of your daughter. Honey, that sounds like a motherfucking karmic to me. I'm sorry. That sounds like a karmic, okay? You need to throw that karmic out the motherfucking door. All right, here it says, I'm working on fulfilling my own cup so that I have something amazing and loving to offer you. Okay, so that's them working on themselves. Okay, let me tell you, this reading is not about that fuck boy that you were dealing with. No, this is not what it's about. It ain't about that fuck boy. Okay, it could be karmic. It could be a karmic masculine that turns finally into their full divine masculine energy. Not that they weren't divine masculine, but when they're in low vibrational energy, they're confused, they don't know what they want, they suppress and all that bullshit. That's fucking karmic. And they want their cake and eat it too. That's still karmic. You know what I mean? But this isn't about that hit it and quit it and say we never did it type one night stand, especially if there's no feelings involved. No. This is about someone you had a deep connection with and it just didn't work out because of other circumstances or some stupid bullshit. Okay, call it what you want to call it. Here it says, it gives me great comfort feeling your loving energy so strongly. Please don't pull it away. See, this is what they're used to. This is what they want. Fuck, they're like, oh shit, where did it go? Here it says, it's not that I chose others over you. I just chose not to hurt you anymore. And, if you think of it from this perspective, especially the ones, I'm not talking about the ones that have someone and still come back to try to fuck with you. I'm talking about the ones that they know who they are. They know that they're not going to commit, or they know they're not fully over somebody. So they cut it off with you because they know it's going to get harder on you. So they rather not hurt you. I choose not to hurt you anymore. And just cut you off completely and be with whoever they're going to be with. Can't be mad at that, right? Because that shows that, for one, they respect you. Two, they're not going to cheat. And, when it's your turn, they're not going to cheat and they're going to do the same thing, cut anybody else off. So, I mean, it's not bad, it depends on how you see it. So here it says, I know I said I wanted a future with you and then pulled myself away. My life became complicated and unbalanced. So that made me insecure about our future. I just want to be able to offer you everything. Okay. And this is for the masculines that, they saw that their life was a mess and they knew they couldn't offer offer you everything they wanted to offer you, the stability, the house, the kids, that amazing lifestyle where you get to go out camping with your family and go on vacations and just have family time and live a financially comfortable life. Some people think that, oh, if I don't have that, then I can't be happy with my person. And that's bullshit. That's where people fail. You can still be broken happy. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, help each other build. But a lot of people get insecure when it comes to their life and their finances and all that shit. They think that that's, if you don't have that, you'll never be happy. And that's where a lot of masculines or feminines fail. And so you don't have to have it all and have it all together to be happy with someone, right? So a lot of these masculines, they felt insecure financially. Maybe they saw that you were successful or you lived a different lifestyle than them that intimidated them. Maybe they felt like, oh my God, I'm not going to live up to her expectations, let me pull away because I don't want to be, I don't want to embarrass myself type of energy. Okay, and then here it says, I'm not used to having a real authentic connection like I had with you, and that scared me because I know I will fucking sabotage it. Look at that. See? I know I will fucking sabotage this amazing connection that I have with you because I know myself. I know I will fuck it up. I will self-sabotage. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose you. So I'm just going to leave these things open. I'm just going to fucking go ghost or whatever. And then boom. So let's find out why, for those that did go ghost on you, let's find out some of the reasons why they went ghost on you. Let me get my ghosting deck. I think I know where it's at. Where did I put it? Here it is. Okay, I was gonna get something else for forever. Okay, so this is the ghosting deck. For those that got ghosted or, they just completely stopped talking or trying. Let's see why. What was the reason? Okay, we have gossip and unavailable. I heard gossip about you that really has me confused. Okay, so especially if this gossip or whatever has anything to do with somebody that you work with. There's always going to be coworkers that fucking talk, jealous people that always talk. It could be family members or exes or, friends of friends that always gossip and talk. And it really got to them. It really confused them. And when you allow outside forces to interfere and intervene with your connection, it'll always fuck shit up. If you allow it. If you're not strong enough, right, you will allow it. So they were the type that needs to hear it from other opinions to make a choice, and that's where people fail. Instead of making your own, your own choices based off your own feelings and opinions. You know what I mean? Your heart could be telling you just do it, but then other people are like, what? That makes no sense. Like, come on now, bro, you just met her, blah blah blah. But then his heart's like, no, I'm really feeling her, like I want to be with her. But then they end up listening to that person that was like a naysayer or whatever. That's this situation right here, the gossip card. Okay, so then we have unavailable. I know you are a catch and I love your company, but I just want to have fun and keep my options open. Okay, and that could also mean because they saw you catching feelings or they saw you wanted something more. They're like, damn, you know what? This is when I'm going to back up now because, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the fact that you caught feelings. And now I feel like I'm going to have to be entitled to being there for you emotionally. And I'm not ready for that. So you know what? I'm not available to be fully available. Sorry, I got a little cold. What does that say? Oops. My older sister got into his head. That's why he left. They never got together. You were a week away from getting married, but your sister interfered. Oh, man. I'm telling you, it's different for everyone. Okay, we have intervention. It says your guides intervened to protect you from this person. Trust this ending and let it go for now. See how it says for now? See, sometimes you meet someone and yes, you have a great connection and everything, but maybe it was just bad timing. It wasn't great timing at all, right? Their life was a mess. They were in trouble with the law. They could have got themselves into a hot fucking mess. They could have brought you down with them. And Spirit's like, this is where you stop. This is where we give you the red light. And you go the fuck that way. And you leave the, this person alone until you figure out your shit. And then you can come back. So Spirit's like, you, whoever this happened to, just trust that it was for your protection. Their rejection or whatever was your protection. Okay? Okay, we got 3 of them here. We have differences, circumstances, and fear. So the differences, this is honestly, I've got to respond, nothing personal, but I feel like you were a little more invested than me. Okay, somebody here was invested more than the other person, which makes it a little unrequited, if you know what I mean. Maybe you wanted more than they did. And, you were reaching out and they could have saw you writing them and then, they close it off and they're like, okay, I'll write back later on. And that just never happened. People take that really personal, you know what I mean? But it does happen because I even do that shit. Like, I even do it to my husband. We do it to each other. We'll be like, okay, I'm working. I'll write him back. And that shit never happens. Like, you can't take things personal. Shit happens, Unless they tell you, look, I'm going to write you back. Then, whatever. But here's the circumstances. I had a lot of responsibilities. I didn't mean to ghost you. I'm afraid to contact you now and be rejected. See, now that right there is very childish. Oh, you did it, so I'm going to do it back. That's scooping yourself to their fucking petty ass level. Like, I hate a person that does that shit. You know what they did? I'm going to do it back. How do you fucking like it? Like, that's very high school, middle school shit, So what do we have? Here we have fear. I was overwhelmed by the intensity of my feelings. It was easier to run away. Ooh, now this one here. This one could be tough because it's like, holy fuck. I didn't know my heart could beat like this until I met you. Like, I can't be near you because either I get a fucking, a resurrection. I get a resurrection. Let's just call it that. I get a resurrection, or, I get nervous around you or whatever. But like, yeah, someone got afraid of how intensely they felt for you. And they didn't know what to do with all that shit. Like, what am I going to do with all these feelings? It's going to lead to my downfall. Let me just pull away. Yeah, it could be that shit. Like, calm down. They're just feelings. Relax. Woosah. We have insecurity. Didn't think someone like you would be interested in someone like me. Well, why? See, sometimes people kill it for themselves. Well, you don't want me. I'm boring. I'm this and that. Like, why do you want me? And then now what the little interest or the interest that they had in you is fucking fading because you're ruining it for them. It's like, dude, your insecurity is ruining it for me. Like, I really liked you, but now I'm seeing you're just like way too insecure about yourself, and that's a turnoff. Okay, so then we have deception. I lied to you so much trying to impress you. I realized it was easier to ghost you than to tell you the truth. Okay, this could be, oh, I told you that I left my wife, or I'm separated from my husband, or, I'm no longer, doing this anymore. I'm doing better. I'm sober, but yet you find out they're still on drugs, or they're still married with their person, or they say they have no kids, but yet they have a whole ass fucking family in another city or state. And it's like, that was the deception. They lied so much that it got hard for them to keep up with their lies. They didn't want you to see their real lifestyle. Ain't that about a bitch? That's exhausting. Having to do that, that's hella exhausting. Like, why do that? just say, you know what, I have a lot going on. This is the situation. And if they stick around, they're the real ones. And if they don't, then fuck, I don't blame them because your life is a mess, right? But be honest. That's the best thing that you can do is just be fucking honest. People appreciate you a lot more, respect you a lot more when you're honest. Even if the honesty sucks, it hurts, or it's because the truth hurts, right? Sometimes being too blunt and honest could be intimidating to people. It could be, okay, you're honest, but you're way too honest. Well, fucking what do you want then? You know, it's like you get one or the other. Shit. Anyways. All right, so I'm going to bust out the What's the News deck. Bum, bum, bum. Boom. All right, let's see. What do we have? Collective, what comes through? We have unpaid bills. Somebody here is struggling right now. Life is a little rough. You know, someone is having a hard time paying a bill. Or if you share finances with somebody, it could be that that person they could put you in debt because either you got a phone with them, you know, they put it under your name. Once upon a time, there could be something under somebody's name. And that person, now that you guys are not together, they let that shit go. Now it's on your credit. Now it's on their credit or some shit like that. And it's becoming a problem. There's tension between you and this person. That's something that I'm seeing here too. I also see this as it's time for someone to pay their dues, meaning emotionally and physically. And it could be, you know what, someone could be dealing with their car now because they, you know, they could have hurt you or did something to you and now their time is up. Right? It's due. It's now due. Time to pay your dues, dude. And it could be now that they're being guided to come and express or open up and be in their raw, authentic form. It's way past due now, bro. Okay, what else? Somebody here is still stalking. It could be you're still stalking. You're both still stalking each other, right? It's been a while since I checked on this person. Let me see what they're up to. A lot of people still do it. Whether people say, no, I don't do it anymore. You say, I don't do it anymore, but when was the last time you did it? 3 months ago? That's still doing it. Because it was within the fucking year. So, let's see what else. Somebody could have got blocked. It's like I'm seeing blocked, unblocked, blocked, unblocked. And it's like, what the fuck? What's going on with that? We have crazy bitch full of problems. Oh my God. And look at the bottom of the deck too. Hospital visit. This crazy bitch full of problems. Somebody here could be, you could be the crazy bitch full of problems. Or that person could be, you know, just a crazy person full of problems, right? Motherfucker full of problems. They're either got caught drunk driving, they got pulled over recently, they could have gotten really sick, something could have happened to them, they were acting reckless, had to go to the hospital. Somebody here had to go to a hospital because they were acting fucking crazy. And they're just creating more karma and more problems for themselves. And you want nothing to do with that shit. Something about they're trying to get you to bail them out. Someone's going to go to jail and they're going to want you to bail them out. Maybe even pay for their bill or shit like that. Oh, man. His other baby mama just went to the hospital. Oh, man. For what? We have predicted it. It could be some of you guys could have predicted something, right? Let's say, for instance, that person that you're talking to or in love with, like, let's say they still have a crazy ex or a crazy karmic that drinks a lot, that just is a bad influence, it's a little abusive or whatever, always fucking breaking shit or wrecking the car, or some shit's always happening. Oh, there's always a past due bill because this bitch rather spend it on other shit. Her kids are just like all over the place because she can't get it together. Whatever the case is, this crazy person here, crazy bitch, right, Tiffany? And it's funny because she has a tequila bottle, whatever bottle in her hand here. She's just full of problems. I feel like this person here could have a little bit of mental issues in a way where it's like this masculine could be afraid to leave her because he's afraid she's gonna hurt herself, cut herself, put herself in the hospital. And you're sitting here like maybe you predicted it and you're like, you know what? She's just gonna keep doing this every time you try to leave her or some shit. This person could try to play victim to try to keep your masculine just to stay. So this is a whole nother situation here, right? And maybe you called it, you knew it, you felt it. We have all over his dick. Okay, for some, there's masculine here. He's a good looking masculine. Maybe he likes to live that life where he's a single bachelor. He's not ready to settle down. He likes the attention. He could be in the public eye. He could be somebody that just has to have that affection from multiple people, right? And let's say, for instance, you guys are talking and any little thing that goes wrong in the connection, you know what? It's cool. I don't care because I have Sarah, Jessica, and fucking Nancy that's all over my dick, so I'm good, right? There's a lot of men out there like that because they know they have others that'll be there at their beck and call that are desperate to have their attention. And maybe you're not the one that's like all over them like these other chicks and shit. And they try to do that on purpose because they're like, oh, look, I can have this shit over here where you can't give me, they can give me. And you're like, I don't give a fuck. Like, go ahead and catch a motherfucking case. But don't come towards me with that case, right? We have, I don't want it if it's that easy. Okay, so listen. It's funny because at the end of the day, they take pride in shit like this. Oh yeah, all these women want me. But at the end of the day, they're not going to really settle down with them because they're not going to want this shit. They're not going to want a baby mama or settle down with someone like this if it's that easy, right? And you know that. You know that. You're like, okay, cool. Live your life. Do what you need to do. Get shit out of your system. Because at the end of the day, you ain't going to end up marrying or settling down with somebody that's easy like that. There's someone so desperate for you like that. Unless they fucking do and they're both karmic and they're both on the same energy, then you know, you get the story. And that's how they end up with crazy karmic bitch over here, right? We also have he's not what you think, sis. Okay? Someone's wearing a mask. I think that's connected to that one card that says, you know what? We gave him orders to stay away from you to protect you from his ass. Because he's in and out of fucking jail or he's in and out of the hospital. He's fucking in and out of rehab or whatever. And it's like, look, your version of him is a lot more different from the real version of who he truly is. You only see the mask. Okay, you don't see what goes on behind the problems and all the shit that they're accumulating behind closed doors. So what you're in love with is your version of him. You're in love with the feeling that you provide when you love him and when he gets love from you. That's the version you're in love with. Yeah, I told you. That's the version you're in love with. You're in love with someone, but Spirit's like, look, he's not what you think. You're in love with a whole different version of him. We have beef. Okay, this is problems. This is problems between two feminines over a masculine that is enjoying the trauma. That is enjoying the drama. It ain't worth it, sis. It ain't worth it, especially if this DM, or should I say karmic DM, is in on this shit, is loving this shit. There's no reason why you should hate another person unless that person purposely tries to pick on you and fucking brown nose you or constantly try to say shit to you or whatever. Of course, you're going to want to defend yourself and stand up for yourself. I think here there could be a karmic that purposely likes to rub shit in your face. And you're just like, I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck because you're both crazy and you both need to grow and you need to heal some fucking shit. Obsessed third party interference, yeah. And it's always the obsessed third party that's always starting problems. It's always that one crazy ass bitch that becomes very obsessed with your person or whoever that always tries to start problems when they don't realize, you know what, you're creating more of the problem and you're making a big deal over a person that's not even worth fighting for. Especially if that masculine's not doing anything to fight for you or to shake off the third party, right? Now, let's say, for example, you and your person were happy and you're married or you're together and you're happy, and then an ex comes back and then she falls in love with your person, not because your person's flirting, but because they work together and she's just madly in love with him. It starts to start problems, following in home, making you get sick by poisoning your food that she cooks for you or whatever. Like, there's crazy people like that. That could also be an obsessed fucking person that your person maybe has no idea that that person's in love with them because they don't give a shit about them, but yet they're there being a crazy ass bitch. Again, it just depends on the situation. Oh man. We have watch her back. Ooh. Oh boy. Watch her back trying to drag you in some bullshit. There's somebody here trying to drag you in some bullshit, and behind that, putting a bitch in her place, which is interesting because we have beef. Somebody here is going to get into a fucking misfit with someone. Someone's trying to drag you in some bullshit, whether it's a masculine trying to drag you in a third-party bullshit, or maybe your friend's trying to hook you up with someone that's taken or whatever, and it's like, watch your back. This person they're dealing with is a fucking crazy bitch. They'll try to scratch your car or some shit. You don't want those type of problems, especially if they're an obsessed person and they are on all kinds of fucking meds and shit, and they're even more crazier. Like, be careful who you get involved with, because you never know who they're fucking still involved with. You know what I mean? It's a crazy, crazy world. You gotta ask yourself, is it really that fucking worth it? Hell no. I'd rather live my life in peace. Shit. All right, so I am gonna pull cards. You know what? I'm gonna end it and I'm gonna pull some cards from the Manara Erotic Oracle. I just got this one. So we'll pull from there. I hate these boxes. I hate them. This is why I always throw them out. I remember last year I threw a shitload of boxes away. I'm not the type that likes to fucking collect shit like that because they're the original. I don't like to hoarder shit. Like, I usually just keep them like this, wrap a little scrunchie around it, and put it away. I cannot deal with the boxes. Which is why I probably never created boxes for my cards, because I'm like, it's so annoying. All right. What messages do we have for my feminines? Oh, look at that. Believe in your beauty, especially if you've been having insecure issues. Believe in your beauty. Let's read that. What is this number? Number 2. What chakra is this? Let's see what this says. The 7th chakra, moon in Cancer. Okay, it says, I rode as consonant harmonious horse. It didn't resist me and it didn't submit to me. I conquered it. Ooh, I like how she said that. I conquered it. As it conquered me. Before heading out into the world, you need to look at yourself, but look how? Look in a mirror? Ask your friends and family for an opinion. One needs to be able to look at oneself with an inner vision that is not burned by fears and delusions. That vision is the source of confidence, the greatest source of power. And once you see yourself as beautiful, using the eyes of truth and not the lips of flattery, then the universe will recognize that beauty. Wow. You see that shit? Listen, how you see yourself says a lot. It really does. What you tell yourself you are, you become. What you believe you are, you become. So be very mindful of what you tell yourself. Okay, bitch? Okay. Let's get another one. Ay, Dios mío. Look at this. Indulging in the impossible pleasure. Look at this card. Damn. There's like a little devil back here. She's getting her coochie eaten. She's kicking back. She's enjoying that shit. Okay, let's read this. This is number 28. Oh, man. Okay. She's like, eat that cookie, bitch. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so indulging in the impossible pleasure. This is the 2nd chakra, Lilith and Sagittarius. It makes sense, right? All right, it says, wandering through life, I was easily led astray, falling into ideological and erotic seduction. My desires had to be immediately satisfied, and the truth of my conclusions were never in my doubts. We are attracted to the cold stone, to the barren land, to the dark sky, to the murky water. We are attracted because they feel the emptiness of our soul. In other words, you like that toxic bitch. Okay, anyways, here it says, sometimes they fill our soul as if we were made of such darkness. We pursue love that can't love back. We pursue pleasure like a drug. We kneel and crawl while thinking we are masters of this world. We transgress moral boundaries, not because we want to find a burning passion, but because we want to escape from it. Escape from it, huh? We sate the raging anger of our flesh with poisoned food, and we become own victims and executioners. In short, we may become our own demons when we forget the connection with our deeper and simpler beliefs or feelings, sorry. When our deeper and simpler feelings. Wow, we can become our own demons. That's very true. That is very fucking true. Beautiful cards. Okay. So I know I said I was going to pull and that was it, but there's another deck that's calling me. And I don't know what happened. Fairy or the Romantic Fairy deck. This is by Cherry Enchantress. Her smaller version of this deck. Okay, in connection, your romance will transform your life. So this romance here, the healing, when you heal a connection, right, it obviously transforms your whole connection. You see things differently in each other. You see more love in each other. You find more understanding in each other. You want to, understand each other, something that was once broken, something that was once hurt. So this could be you and a twin flame. That time could be coming up soon, or someone could want to heal something within you that they damaged, that they hurt, that they neglected. And this person, I'm picking up an energy too where there was like the worst karmic masculine you can ever think of that turns into fucking Prince Charming. That's an energy I'm picking up for some, and that's maybe like for a few. We also have fearless love. It says a courageous leap into the unknown. Ooh, a courageous leap into the unknown. See, sometimes people fear the unknown because they don't know what's on the other side. They don't know what's to come, whether it's going to become better or worse. Some people are not willing to take that chance. Some people are not willing to get on the roller coaster ride. And that's their preference, and that's all good. But guess what? If you don't get on the ride, you don't experience the adventure. Just like Mimi once said. All right, here, what else do we have? Falling in love. Sudden feelings that this is the one. Look at that. Sudden feeling like this. A lot of people get that feeling like, oh, this has to be the one, this has to be the one. And then that quickly changes as soon as a challenge comes in. You cannot shake off what you feel just because a challenge shows up. Once you feel something, you're going to feel something. Unless it's a temporary feeling, then that's all it is. It's just temporary. Know when it's real versus it's just something that's passing by, a connection or a feeling that easily dies off, right? Just like feeling high for a few seconds. You're like, oh my God, I feel so good. I feel high. I feel this and that. And then you come down from it and you're like, I'm bored, or I don't feel good, or this thing that I started when I was high suddenly is no longer great, or I'm not interested anymore, right? Sometimes it could be short-lived feelings. Don't get it twisted, folks. But for some, this could be that you're falling in love not for the first time. It might feel for the first time, but I feel like if you're rekindling a connection with someone that you're going to be healing, a healing connection from the past, you're going to feel like you're falling in love with them all over again. Why? Because in the beginning, yeah, you fell for them, and then came the separation, and you had to learn how to unfall in love with them, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes sense. You had to learn how to detach, right? And then they come back again for, I don't know how ever time it is that you were separated, but it's going to feel brand new. It's like falling in love with them all over again. And this time not being afraid to go in and not being afraid of the unknown. Okay, so then we have friendly support. Fairies, guides, and friends give aid. To me, this is your spirit guides. Your spirit guides come in and intervene and push your person or push you towards union. It's like, oh, we're going to give you a little push. You know what? Let's make them dream about you today. Or you know what? Let's have your name pop up on the radio or on the billboard so they can be like, you know what? Let's see what's up with this person. You know what? Maybe I should reach out. Maybe I should do this. Especially the one that got away. Love language and gift giving. This tokens of reciprocity hold cherished memories. Look at the puppy. Remember earlier I was like, give me babies, lots of babies, and I'm like, maybe lots of puppies. And there's a fucking dog right here. For somebody might even come in and try to be cute, because let's say, for instance, they know you like something, they know you're an animal lover, or you're a Starbucks lover, or you're a candle lover, or whatever. Here comes Christmas time, and they're like, you know what, I thought about you, and I thought I'd give you something. And then it begins from there, right? And then the rest is history. you just never know. Things work out in the most unexpected way. Just got to be open to it. Willing to be open to it. It just depends, right? All right, amores. I feel like my throat is closing up. I think my nephew got me sick, so I'm going to end it there because I don't want my voice to go away. Or else I won't be able to do my personal readings on Monday. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the reading. It was kind of like all over the place, but when isn't, right? When isn't. So yeah, like I said, if you guys want to book a personal reading, I adjusted my pricing. You guys can always book through my email, or you can click on my link tree. And my prices are all there as well. Or you can hit me up on social media. Okie dokie smoke. All right, loves. Before we go, I want to show you something. For those that don't have social media, because not everybody does, right? Not everybody wants to be on Instagram or TikTok, and they have little tiny wax marshmallows on top with the little chocolate. And these are available in my Etsy shop along with other candles that I have on there and products. I also have my clear and block negative energy spray. This smells so good. You can spray it on your work area, on your hands, and on your person, on a karmic bitch. No, I'm just kidding. Wherever. And it's good. It's healthy. It smells really great. And it's enhanced with black onyx as well. All right, my loves. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoy. Have a good weekend. Bye, amores.